continue about AEW.
Yeah, man, this double or nothing match card, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I was looking at it on Bleacher Report. I might have to refer to it again. But I was looking at the match card. I think there's only two confirmed matches for double or nothing, so they got to get something in order. I think the biggest issue they're having is that they're relying on this CM Punk and Hangman Page match to like carry the card, I guess. Um, but you gotta. I mean, I get that it's a great match. It's gonna be great, awesome. And you got Thunder Rosa versus Serena D, but other than that, you really don't got nothing in order.
I
Like,
mean, you got MJF versus Wardlow, but it's not really
yeah,
confirmed yet.
and that's the thing that scares me too is that the thing that AEW has always not necessarily had an issue with, but I think they try to be the most they try to be like the most like like against WWE. They do a lot of stuff purposely WWE. Example, WWE will have people fight each other too fast, or they won't wait until the pay per view. Sometimes AEW is like, oh, well, they do it too fast. We're gonna wait too long. That's what they do. They wait too long. Like, I could see them in a realistic world. Like, this probably isn't gonna happen. Hopefully, they sign the contract and get this match at Double or Nothing. But same with the CM Punk thing. You saw how long they dragged out CM Punk and MJF, like not putting hands on each other. They dragged it out like across like 2+ months of
Right.
just not happening. And like since the AEW only does pay per views like once a quarter, you notice it, and it's like, dang man, they've been dragging this on for a minute. And but don't get me wrong, I'm with you though. I think that match is for sure gonna. It has to happen at Double or Nothing. I don't see how if it don't happen at Double or Nothing, I don't see a world how you can drag that match out into another pay per view.
You know what I thought about, bro.
What?
Why not just you could have did Heyman Adam Page versus MJF. Fuck, and then like you could have had a feud for Warlow with MJF for the World Championship. Cause that's their
That's
main
too
feud.
fast. It's too fast.
Too fast.
Yeah, it's
Oh
too
shit!
fast.
No, no, no.
They gonna book themselves in the corner and put Warlow in a position to where he has to win. Like now, MJF and Warlow, there's no title on the line, so there's really no. I mean, it's stakes, but I think it's gonna be a situation where Warlow's gonna lose a Double or Nothing, but he's gonna lose in a very healed out fashion, and then he's gonna get the match later on in the line because Warlow shouldn't be. Warlow is great. Like I love he's the top baby face, but the difference, and I heard a lot of comparisons to Warlow and Batista. I've heard that
Right.
comparison a lot, but I think the difference is Batista is a much more seasoned wrestler than Warlow is. Like Warlow's straight, don't get me wrong, but he can't put on the type of matches that Batista was able to put on when he was world champion, and you're putting that pressure on him to have to do that, and you don't want to have him lose in a world title match that early. But when he loses a Double or Nothing, that's gonna be a whole different thing because he is probably gonna lose. But when he does lose, it's gonna be such a extravagant,
Like
built up,
like like
crazy
um
fashion.
like Sean Spears hitting him in the chair with a barbed wire chair.
Yeah, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose in a crazy fashion. It's gonna be something wild like that, or a new debut comes in and hits him or something. It's not gonna be clean in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Like same with the Hangman Page thing. Like Hangman Page probably is gonna be CM Punk, but it's not gonna be clean. I don't think Hangman Page is just gonna hit him with a buckshot lariat and win. I don't think that's how it's gonna be. But one match I already know for a fact is Thunder Rosa is 100% beating Serena Deeb. I don't even know why that's happened at a Double or Nothing.
It's because of what you call it.
I like Serena Deeb, but she
Serena.
is not a competitor. She is not someone I'm afraid of
Right.
at all. I'd much rather have Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker running back. Honestly, that Britt Baker's at least a formidable competitor. Like Serena Deeb is cool, but I don't know. And this is a problem I have to get over too. I I think my biggest issue, and I may have talked about this before, is the one thing that's kind of messed me up with watching AEW sometimes is that and even other wrestling promotions, I look at them as like WWE people too much. So in my brain, it's hard for me to be like, it's hard for me to get invested in people that made their name somewhere else, but they just changed their name. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like when I look at Serena Deeb, I just look at her as the bald-headed girl from the Straight Edge Society.
Oh.
And
I
that's where my
totally
brain
forgot
always goes.
about that.
Yeah, that's where my brain goes whenever I see her. I look at her as the bald-headed girl from the Straight Edge Society. But that's why I like MJF and Wardlow and those and Hangman Page, because they're strictly just independent wrestling AEW type dudes. But like same with Daniel Bryan. Like I look at Daniel Bryan as the WrestleMania 30 celebrating. The fans are going buck wild. They're chanting his name. They love him. But I don't really associate that with Bryan Danielson. And I hate that my brain does that, because Bryan Danielson has been putting in some of the best matches of the year. The past year he's been in AEW. Like his match with Hangman Page where he was bleeding everywhere. His match with Kenny Omega was great. Like the match with Jon Moxley was great. But the problem is I kind of just look at him as just like a WWE guy. And that same thing happens with Serena Deeb. Like and that's the thing too. AEW has such a giant influx of talent that you're just stealing people from, not stealing people because they're getting released, but they're just getting people who are old WWE people and just changing their names, and now this is who they are. And I don't like that. Like it's just something that doesn't really like. It's the disconnect for me. Keith Lee and Isaiah Scott are different because they were only in WWE for such a short period of time. But Daniel Bryan, I only know him from WWE. I know he was in Ring of Honor in the early 2000s and this and that. But this dude got signed to WWE at what, 2008, 2007, and this dude has been there the entire time. and now I'm supposed to just see him in AEW. Like, man, that crap be ruined. That crap be messing with my brain. See, the crazy thing is that Jon Moxley has effectively done that. He's effectively made me look at him as a completely different person from Dean Ambrose. I don't even think they're the same person anymore.
Oh yeah, I remember you did say that last year too. Dude when you're feuding with Brian Cage. If I'm not mistaken.
It just feels like he's a different person. It legitimately feels like he's a different person. Like I don't know what he's done, but he's just done that thing where it's just, I just look at him as just like a psychopath. Dean Ambrose was a wild, goofy, like he was like Stone Cold Steve Austin if Stone Cold Steve Austin was like a super face. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, character wise, wasn't a face. Fans just loved what he did. But Dean Ambrose was the pandering to the fan, attempting to be a badass, like that type of dude. But he was also a big goofy too. Jon Moxley, there is no goofiness with this dude. He is a completely different person. Not very much goofiness, and he did it right away for me when he had that match with Kenny Omega, and he hit him with the paradigm shift on the hardwood on the 2x4s in the ring. I was like, yeah, this is not Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose would never do that.
Yep.
But yeah, like those type of dudes, like it's hard for me to disconnect. So with like Serena Deeb and stuff, it's hard for me to view her. It's hard for me to look at this match and be like, man, she's got a chance. I really don't think she has a chance, like at all. And I don't even really like Thunder Rosa, to be honest. I really don't. I don't even know what her character. What is her character? What is she? Like, what is she?
Thunder Rosa.
But that doesn't answer my question. What is her character? What is she?
She's like this Mexican warrior. That's the best thing I can say.
But okay, we'll do that.
Like pretty much, she was like, basically her story is like, she was in NWA for a long time, and then like instead of just coming from NWA and then just guaranteed a title shot, she just worked her way up and then been feuding with Britt Baker for like the longest time, and then and she just that's pretty much.
But you gotta think, Makai. I asked you a question.
What's her character? I don't know.
Very normal question.
What
is her character?
I don't know.
But think about that. This woman is the head of your division and the women's champion, and I guess she's sort of over with the fans, but because she won the title in her hometown, of course she's gonna get the biggest ovation. It's in her hometown. But just me personally, I would not have sacrificed taking the title off of Britt Baker to put it on her. Britt Baker, if I asked you what's her character, you could answer me for 5 minutes on what's her character. She's a lot of people into one. She's probably the most defined character in the women's division. She's a dentist. She got cool, funny catchphrases. She's from Pittsburgh. Whenever she came out to the ring that one time, she had the terrible towels with the big yellow jacket. She's super funny. She's charismatic. She's a great wrestler. She got everything. She got everything you need in a competitor. And you just threw the title on this woman who I don't even know what her thing is. And she's a good wrestler, but she's not like Bryan Danielson or nothing. She's a decent wrestler. Like, she'll give you a good match, but
right. And then like every time I there was a time where I was like, oh, Thunder Rosa's women's champion. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Cause
exactly.
I thought that Jade being the TNT champion, I thought that was the main title.
That happens when you have people that are champion or the booking. When you have people that are champion that shouldn't be champion, and when the booking's bad. See, what it is with WWE, they have all the correct champions. They just are terrible at booking them. But AEW, they'll have all the incorrect champions. That's what they do. But like you said, the TNT championship, that is supposed to be your mid-card intercontinental championship type of title, because you don't have another singles title besides the main title. So why are y'all hot potatoing it between Sammy Guevara and Scorpio Sky?
I can actually explain that shit.
I don't like it. I think you need to have like a
I know. Hey, I'm not. Hey, blame Tony Khan. I'm not the booker. Don't pour your energy towards me. Jeez, I'll explain it though. I don't know. I think it's because of what Sammy said about the TNT Championship. I think that man, you know how him and Ty Conti, right? They're together and shit. They do all this other shit. He said he jizzed on the TNT title, and then that kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And then the second reason is because he was supposed to go to AAA, and Tony Khan was like, okay, you about to hold that championship. Leave the TNT championship. Give it back to Scorpio Sky. And I think Tony made a fucking mistake. And I think it was like a whole bunch of confusion. So with Sammy Guevara, he and Ty Conti won a Mixed Tag Team Championship at AAA. So they have a championship already. So they could just focus on that promotion. And they won it at Triple Mania or some shit. Which I will say, and let me say something about the whatchamacallit, the Forbidden Door. It should be in a stadium like that. 35,000, 40,000, 50,000 if they could. But mind that, Sammy and Ty Mixed Tag Team Championship, they won the shit. Scorpio Skies, Tony Khan was like, oh shit, I gave it to the wrong guy. Let me give it back to Scorpio Sky, just to hold it, just to certify his heel turn. They did it so it could put Sammy as a permanently heel person.
Yeah.
But it's weird because, well, it's not weird because, because Dan Lausen and them, they don't like Sammy. But Scorpio Sky it's like, he's a tweener at the moment. I don't think you know, but on Rampage, he was like, his partner, what's his name? Fuck, I forgot his name.
Ethan Page,
yeah. He was talking shit about Frankie Kazarian in his face, and then like Frankie was like, oh, like they was talking shit, and then he was like, hold on, listen, and then he just didn't like that shit. It didn't show, but he was separating them both. And he said, listen, bro, I'm just going to be a fighting champion, okay?
But, Makai, you got to understand, I watched. I wasn't asking literally why are they hot potatoing it. I'm saying why in the sense of you got so many other characters and this is supposed to be your mid-card title. It feels important when you have it on people that make you care about it and when it has a level of importance. Sammy Guevara and Scorpio Sky, their story doesn't revolve around the title. That's kind of like my point with that. Like, right. I think that you could literally, like, if, for instance,
because Miro, okay,
Keith Lee's kind of doing nothing. He's just in a weird little spot right now.
With Keith Lee. He's still in a feud with Team Taz, to be honest. With Isaiah Swerve Squad.
Thing too, like but that's, I mean, I guess, but what's his name, Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks won that match. So like I don't like, and they're supposed to be challenging Jurassic Express. So if I'm Team Taz, I'm like, man, y'all could miss me with that because y'all didn't. First of all, y'all didn't win, and wait, think about it. Keith Lee.
They said Keith keep saying like, bro, Taz had me on the ropes and shit. He grabbed me by my feet.
But even then, they're heels. Like, think about it. When MJF beat CM Punk, he didn't beat CM Punk clean, but MJF still could. Even when MJF wins the world title, which he will, when he wins the world title from Hangman Page, you think he's gonna win clean? No, he's going to heel it up and win that match, and he can still be like, bro, you could miss me with that. Think about how our childhood was.
All right.
Think about the man. Think about it. My favorite wrestler. You know my favorite wrestler is John Cena. I love John Cena. That's my favorite wrestler of all time. But think about our childhood. What is something you don't want to hear when you were a child and your biggest wrestler is John Cena? What don't you want to hear?
No excuses.
No. This is what you don't want to hear. You think you know me. You don't want to hear that. As soon as you hear that, you know John Cena is probably gonna get effed up in some, but it's not gonna be fully clean. But Edge is probably gonna come out on the receiving end. If you hear you think you know me, Money in the Bank's about to get cashed in. He's gonna beat John Cena in his hometown. He's gonna win the last man standing match. And that's just kind of how it is. But Edge won all those matches with no level of cleanness, but he can still look at John Cena like, bro, you can miss me with that, bro, because you didn't win. Like, you can get the hell out of my face. But that's the thing though. Like the Keith Lee and Isaiah Scott and like that situation. I think Keith Lee just needs to be his own man.
They was trying to do their own thing. But then Ricky Starks like interfered in the middle of the whatchamacallit. The Dusty Cups. No, not the fucking oh my god.
Hard invitation.
My fault.
I feel you though, but like but the Team Taz in that situation, it doesn't feel like a feud that should really happen. Because don't get me wrong, I like Ricky Starks. I'm kind of indifferent about Powerhouse Hobbs. I don't know. I think he's cool, I guess, but I
love Powerhouse.
You know what? A lot of it goes back to one simple point, Makai. We got off topic a little bit. AEW has all the incorrect champions. They have all the incorrect champions and all the incorrect competitors. The only champion I can see somewhat of reasoning for is Hangman Page. But Hangman Page is more interesting when he's chasing. But he is the champion, so fine by it. The tag team titles are a fumble. Women's championship is a fumble, and the TNT championship is a fumble. Why does Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus have the freaking tag team championships when you got the Revival or FTR, you got freaking Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish and the Young Bucks on the roster?
Wait.
And the Lucha Bros are back. And Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black are a tag team.
I'll answer that question, but you forgot about one other team.
Who?
And I know they has been losing. But you forgot about the Acclaim.
Man, everybody. Get them niggas out of here, bro. Get them niggas out of here, bro. I think you should actually give me a team that could actually win. And I don't get me wrong, I love Jungle Boy, but Jungle Boy is his own thing. Luchasaurus, man, that nigga should not have no title, bro. He's the sidekick. He's a giant henchman. That's like Wardlow with MJF having the tag titles.
That's like AJ Styles with Almost. And you see how that went out.
But that was a fumble too. Omos is a bodyguard. He should not be holding any titles. Same with Luchasaurus. That dude is a
the New Day needed something to do at WrestleMania.
Man, but you gotta think the New Day shouldn't have lost to them dudes, but don't remember, AJ Styles did the best he could do with that situation. But that's just bad booking. Like, you should not be having bodyguards holding championships with the main dude. Jungle Boy is in the four pillars of AEW. Luchasaurus is not in anything. He's just a big dinosaur looking dude. That's what he is. And so you got that situation, man. Jungle Boy, you could throw the TNT championship on him. You're stopping his momentum by having him in this crap. And I think that with every team I just named, imagine for a second, Makai. Imagine those matches that FTR and the Young Buck have had, and you run it back for a part 3 at Double or Nothing for the tag titles.
Right, But here's the thing, though.
That's literally that's match of the year.
No, they can't do much because everybody in a fucking rivalry. Number one. Number
but there's
two.
No matches decided to double or nothing. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Everybody's on a rivalry, but we don't know who's going. We don't know what matches are going to happen.
Hey, that ain't my fault. It's Tony Khan's fault.
We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if the Young Bucks are going to turn on Kyle O'Reilly and them. We don't know what the Revival's going to do. We don't know what the Jericho.
I think Tony Khan's trying to save that up. He was so focused on the fucking Forbidden Door shit that he forgot he had a double or nothing pay-per-view to do.
Yeah, he completely forgot about that. He forget it even existed, and we don't even know what's gonna happen with the freaking I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Aleister Black. I love Buddy Murphy. I love Brody King. I like all of them individually. I'm not feeling this House of Black stuff. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I know that's probably gonna be a match of double or nothing with the Death Triangle. I ain't feeling it, man. It's a lot of these characters, man, that I'm just not rocking with. But there is one match though. Yeah, there is one match though.
What?
And people might not like it because his character is controversial or whatever. But I think that Hook and Danhausen might have a match of double or nothing. I would not be surprised if that was to happen. I'm not a ginormous Danhausen fan. But Hook is my dude. That's my dude. Hook's like probably one of my top 5 favorite in AEW. If I had to make a top 5 list, Hook is in there.
You saying that because he got pushed?
I like Hook. Hook is
what do you like about him? That he look like Spider-Man almost?
That's actually kind of true. He does look like Spider-Man. But no, I think I like Hook because I like his character. I like how he's just kind of like a nonchalant dude. He's like Orange Cassidy, but like cooler. Like
like a badass.
Yeah, he's like Orange Cassidy, but Orange Cassidy's like a '70s dude in a Grease movie. Like Hook, you catch Hook in the back with some J's on, a hoodie. He got a bag of chips. He cooling, but then he also beats you up at the same time too. He'll also beat you up and just and stomp all over you and throw you around and suplexes.
And go to the strip club.
Yeah, and his theme song is great. so it's kind of hard to hate on Hook. It's kind of hard to hate on him. But honestly, I mean, he probably need to get his wrestling up a little bit. That's probably why they be throwing him in these type of matches because he's probably not ready for the big stage. But man, you telling me, bro, Danhausen is the perfect competitor. He's small, man. Hook could throw him all across the ring. He'd throw him from pillar to post.
But they're trying to make Hookhausen happen, I think.
That could happen at double or nothing. You can have Hook throw that man from pillar to post across from the ring. And then at the end of it, they shake hands.
And then they become a tag team. Kind of.
Yep.
Okay.
And then they have that odd pair thing, and then they probably pick up the tag titles at some point.
Right.
If it gets over.
Like RK Bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it gets over, they could pick up the tag titles.
Right. And also, what I'm about to say. So the reason why I don't know why they doing all this shit because they're trying to get ready for the tag. They gotta get ready for the trio championship, but they're waiting on one nigga to show up, and that's Kenny Omega. Now he better not be on I broke my back like Ben Simmons, but his thing was more explainable because he never got surgery. So if that's when we'll start getting everything rolling. But after the trios championship, we should have no more championships. Listen, we already got one championship that's not really in AEW, but they still have it in AEW. Wink, wink, the FTW championship. So after this, we need no more championships. And we need to have a separate brand too. We already got Ring of Honor we got to deal with too. Well, they have to deal with. They better get that TV deal. Some shit. Shit. They need to start make these damn stories like Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Like, bro, when I tell you, bro, I left work because I wanted to see that story. That how the Jimmy Uso Roman Reigns story.
Yeah, I was really enjoying that. I was watching one of them old SmackDown episodes recently. Oh no, actually, I think it was yesterday. I want to say when it was the pay-per-view before Clash of Champions, it was when everybody on Twitter was like, man, what's Roman gonna wear? Like, what is his new attire gonna be? Because they never seen him with his shirt off before, and so they didn't know what he was gonna be. And I remember he hit Jimmy with a Superman punch, and man, he was talking the craziest junk I probably have ever seen him talk before. Man, he was talking that. He said that what did he say? He was holding him by his hair, and he said, "You're gonna have to kill me to take this from me. This title puts food on my family's plate, your family's plate, your wife, your family, everybody belongs to me." I was like, "Oh my gosh." I was like, bro, this dude Roman talking that. As soon as he said your wife belonged to me, I'm waking up, bro. What'd you say? And that's what makes it so effed up, is that the fact that Roman did that and then won both matches. That's what makes it look so. That's what makes it look even more. And that's a great story, because I think that story works so effectively, because there was not a single chance of Jimmy Uso, of Jimmy or Jay, whoever it was. It's not a single chance of
Jay.
It's not a single chance of Jay winning, but it had you so compelled because you didn't know what was going to happen. Like, you knew Roman was gonna win, but you didn't know to what extent he was gonna go to win. You didn't know how it was gonna be. You didn't know how the story was just gonna play out, but you knew that he was gonna win. But it was compelling the entire time, and I think that's the trajectory they need to get back on with Roman as champion. Because I don't think it's died. I just think that they haven't put him in the right stories or given him the right meat to dip his toes in. Because all of his matches during the pandemic era and the stories were perfect. Like, right. Roman versus Cesaro, great. Roman versus Daniel Bryan, great. Roman versus Edge, great. Roman versus Cena, great. Like, Roman versus
Goldberg,
who did he fight? Yeah, versus Drew McIntyre, great.
Braun Strowman too.
Yeah, versus Braun Strowman. But the Goldberg one, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was bad. It was normal. It was just what it was. Right. Like, it kind of had to happen.
It was filler.
Spear versus spear. Spear versus spear.
It was filler.
Goldberg comes in and does what he does every year. He gives everybody a minor heart attack from the possibility of him winning. And that's it. That's what he does. He comes in and he's like, man, please. Every time you hear his entrance, like when I first heard it in 2016 when he came back, I was like surprised and excited. I was like, oh. But then ever since then, it's been kind of like, like it's like that. Like it's like that. It's not like you're tired of him, but it's like, man, I hope he don't win, because he's so turned up as a character. Like, he's so turned up from like a level thing. It's almost like Brock Lesnar almost. Like, it's almost like your favorite champion. Like, it's almost like Ricochet coming out and cutting a promo on SmackDown about, man, I've been the longest reigning U.S. champion in the past 3 years. I've defended against everybody. Can't nobody take this title from me. What you got? And then all you hear is Brock Lesnar's theme song play. That's like the feeling I would get when Goldberg, like when Kevin Owens was champion, I loved every moment of it. But then whenever he was bragging about, I'm the longest reigning Universal Champion of all time, I've had this title for 7 months, nobody can stop me, and then I hear Goldberg theme, I'm like, man, not this dude. Not even in like a good way. It's like, not this dude, but because he might actually win.
Ever since he done beat the Fiend, I'll be like, oh hell no.
Ever since he beat Brock Lesnar, he been turned up, bro. He's turned up. Like, he's turned up as a character, no matter how much he loses too. He's lost like almost every match since the Fiend match, and he's still turned up. He lost to Braun. He lost to freaking Drew. He lost to Roman. But he can come back tomorrow, and be like, for instance, Austin Theory in the ring cutting a promo. Who can beat me? And you hear Goldberg's music play. You're like, dang, he might could win. That's just the type of character.
Who next, nigga?
Yeah, and then he'll come out and spear Austin Theory and beat him in 10 seconds. And that's what's gonna happen. And that's just what you think whenever you hear stuff like that. He's gonna come out and spear somebody in a few seconds and win. And they know it's a bad decision too, like the Fiend thing. They know they could not have thought that was a good decision. They could not sit there and honestly tell themselves. I mean, luckily it turned out fine because of the Firefly Funhouse thing. Like, of course it turned out great, but the initial thing, because the thing is with the Fiend, this is what every booker said. A character like that is not supposed to have the WWE Championship at all. He is not supposed to have the WWE because he's a horror villain. we've never seen a character like him. He's like almost Kane, like turned up. Like he's a horror movie villain. And you got him holding the title. I love the custom title though, with his face on it. That was dope. But I don't think that you should have him in a position of him needing to pin to lose the title. Especially because of how turned up he was. You gotta think, like, Goldberg had to hit that man with like 5 spears and a couple jackhammers. Like, he had to go crazy on him to even get a chance at winning because of how turned up he is.
Right.
So like, you need to completely isolate him from the championship. But don't get me wrong, like, it's in retrospect it's easy to say that, but there was a lot of great matches that happened from it. Like, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have got to see Daniel Bryan versus The Fiend all those times.
Right.
And those matches were fantastic.
Fantastic. Daniel Bryan went back to his old ways.
Yeah, he was going crazy. And when he cut his hair at TLC and he came back with the bald head too, like the dragon, I was like, oh yeah. So like, it's easy in retrospect to say keep it from the title, but I could say that, but you gotta come up with creative ways for him to lose the title. You have to. You can't just throw him to people like Goldberg knowing that he can't wrestle longer than 5 minutes. You can't do that. If the Fiend is gonna lose the title, it has to be like in a Daniel Bryan type atmosphere where he's taking knee pluses and knee pluses and kicks.
You know how it could happen? He could have lost to Finn Balor, but in demon form.
Yep, they could have did something like that. Imagine like Super Showdown and you have the Demon versus Bray or Demon versus the Fiend.
But they couldn't do that because he had went back to NXT.
No, but I'm saying like just a situation like that. Like just it don't even gotta be Finn Balor. It could be someone that could actually wrestle. Goldberg can't wrestle longer than 5 minutes, so he's a terrible opponent to throw in there against him because now it's gonna look like the match is anticlimactic. Right. But I am happy though that Goldberg was the one that took the title off of him because the Firefly Funhouse thing. Because if it wasn't for that and COVID would have never happened, Roman would have probably beat the Fiend, and we wouldn't have the Roman that we have today.
Right. Oh,
like if it wasn't for that, like think about it. If in an alternate universe, if Goldberg doesn't beat the Fiend, or if Goldberg doesn't beat the Fiend and the Fiend goes off to WrestleMania and faces Roman, which was probably the plan in the first place, and then you have the Fiend versus Roman at WrestleMania, Roman wins, we don't get the Roman that we have today without that and COVID.
Right.
We wouldn't even have the tribal chief, the head of the table, and all that stuff. Hell, when I went to SummerSlam last year, we could have had a completely different main event from what I experienced. And I was there. I can tell you in person. For people who don't know, Roman Reigns is over. He is over. The head of the table tribal chief, when they book him right, that dude is over. There was a lot of people that I heard, like a lot of people that kind of like shocked me in how over they were. He was one of them. Damian Priest was very over too. That was another one that kind of surprised me a little bit. Like when his entrance played, there was a lot of people chanting for Damian Priest, and I was like, that's interesting. Matt Riddle though, man, they was going nuts for him. They were going crazy for Matt Riddle. AJ Styles too. There's a lot of surprisingly over wrestlers. One person that threw me off though, where I was kind of surprised. I was there. Carmelo got no reaction in any way, shape, or form when she came out to confront Bianca Belair. Like nobody moved, no one said anything. And I'm in the middle bowl. Like I can see everybody in the entire arena, and I hear nothing.
Right, because it's Carmelo. We already seen her.
Yeah, it's dead silent. But then as soon as Becky Lynch music played, boom! Everybody like, oh! Grown men yelling, oh! Pissing off their wives. Why you so happy to see her?
What she had that I don't.
Dude next to me pissing his wife off. I'll never forget it too. It was me and my ex. We were at WrestleMania, and I was just sitting there chilling because I was like, oh, it's just gonna be Carmelo. Oh well. And they're about to ring the bell, and then you hear, oh, bro, homie stood up. His wife looking at him with a stank face. She was like, just stanky looking at him. and then when the music starts to die down a little bit, he turned around and he looked at her. She's still giving him that same look, and I'm looking at them in my peripheral the whole time. And she's like, "Why are you so excited to see her?" He's like, "Because she's my favorite." He's like, "I'm supposed to be your favorite." Well, she's my favorite wrestler. Well, why her? Why don't you like the guys? I've seen every guy come out tonight, and you haven't done anything.
So you want me to be gay about it?
Exactly. I'm supposed to hide my excitement. I'm supposed to hide my excitement. And this is how trifling she is. Soon as Roman Reigns come out, she going crazy. She going crazy. She got a head of the table T-shirt on. She stood up. She said, "That's my tribal chief." I heard her say it. That's my tribal chief. I would have. Oof. I ain't gonna say nothing on your channel, but
go ahead. It's okay. Like shit.
I would have left. I would have got on. You can have him here. Take him. Go out in the ring. Go out there and see if he wants you.
You already
Same thing happened with me. Same thing happened with me too. My ex was the same way. She said, "Oh my gosh, look at him." I said, "Go have him." Go have him. Go hang out with him. I bet he don't want you. I bet he don't want you. Walk down that lane right now, and get down on both your knees and say, "Acknowledge me." He gonna walk right past you. What the man? Get you.
Got a wife at home and shit. Oh, quick question, bro. Well, we were supposed to make an AEW video, but who over in AEW you think? Who's a draw? Who's your main? Who's a draw?
Who's a draw?
Yes.
Kenny Omega.
Man, Orange Cassidy. What I be seeing, bro? Every time he's on fucking YouTube, shit just go high. I looked at AEW.com. The only video that got hit to like 1 mil was that one where he facing the whatchamacallit, the Indian guy. I was like, and then like I think, bro, oh my fucking god, did he?
Orange Cassidy probably isn't even gonna wrestle a double or nothing, huh?
Yeah, no, cause he got injured, but he said he's fine again. He's helping out Samoa Joe or some shit with the Indian dude. And then Trent Beretta now.
Orange Cassidy is over though. I think the only problem with the Orange Cassidy character, it's a limit on how far he can go because of his character.
Right.
Like you can't really put a championship on a character like that. That's like the only issue. But
you can't put any championship on there.
I don't think so. I don't think you'll ever see like
not even the tag team or the TNT.
On some goofy stuff, he could have the tag titles. Like on some goofy stuff, like kind of like how the Hurricane was with Kane.
Right.
Like on some goofy stuff, but I don't know. Even the TNT Championship is kind of taken a little bit seriously. Don't get me wrong, like the Sammy Guevara and the what's that team called? The Team
America's Top Team,
yeah,
or called on the Men of the Year.
Men of the Year, yeah, that stuff is kind of tearing the titles down just a little bit, but I think like even then that title's still taken a little bit too seriously, because you know if like he wins it, they're gonna try to do some weird stuff with like him and like Danhausen, and that's probably like a weird convoluted dream match that people want to see is Danhausen versus Orange Cassidy.
I feel like
to see him try to put a spell on Orange Cassidy or something like that on some weird stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be very tough to see Orange Cassidy with a title if it's not on some goofy stuff. I couldn't see him being a serious champion. You know what I mean?
Right. Why would you say AEW? I mean not AEW. Why would you say Kenny Omega? You think if he comes back, like they'll have more views and stuff like that? Like that the hardcore fan base will like try to be more. Another thing.
The reason I say Kenny Omega is because our fan base is the worst wrestling fandom is the worst it's ever been, because people are a fan of absence. So when you're around for too long, people don't like you anymore. So Kenny Omega is perfect because he hasn't been around. So when he comes back, people are gonna love him and they're gonna worship the ground he walks on. But then when he's around for too long, he's gonna start to become stale.
Right.
That's what happens. So now that he's gone, he's gonna be a major draw. That's just how fandom is nowadays. Like growing up with our wrestling is just different. It was just different because back then you had characters that people didn't even like. Everybody was a household name. It felt like even like Val Venus and like Chuck Palumbo and like just weird people felt like household names still, but like we don't have that fandom anymore.
I
I don't
mean,
know what it is. I don't know what it is, but wrestling's it is weird because wrestling is the best it's ever been. Like the in-ring quality is the best it's ever been, but it's just like people don't give a damn about it. Like this week, like Dynamite hit like record low views,
yeah, I
and it
didn't
was
even
a
know.
good show.
I didn't even know. You know what happened? Just the time, really. And that's like AEW needs to have a separate time. I'm tired of this shit. Oh, it's gonna be on
But
Saturday. Oh, it's
I
gonna
don't
be
even
at
think it's the
11
time. I just
p.m.
think wrestling fandom is super inconsistent because one week they care about you and one week they don't. Like that's just how it
Well,
works.
I
Like
didn't really care about Dynamite. You gotta get, like, you gotta tell me what's on. I've been seeing SmackDown do this a lot too. Like they'll let me know what's gonna happen next week, at least one or two matches, and then the other part I can be more surprised
AEW
about.
did that. You probably just didn't watch the preview.
Oh
They hyped up everything. They was talking about Warlow's gonna have a secret opponent. They were
no, I
hyped.
mean on Rampage, not on Dynamite. They do a good job
No,
with
but
that
that's
on
what I'm talking
Dynamite.
about. I was saying Dynamite had like record low views this week, but it was still just a regular show. Like it wasn't a
Oh,
bad show.
I thought you were talking about
So
Rampage.
nah. But that's the thing. It's like it's crazy because wrestling fandom is just inconsistent. Like one week they care about you, one week they don't. Perfect example of that is when Roman Reigns beat up Triple H at TLC, and everybody was screaming his praises, like, "Oh my gosh, Roman, we love you, thank you, finally!" And then he won the title from Sheamus, and everybody still loved him. Oh my gosh, Roman, we can't believe you won the title. We love you. And then he cuts a promo 2 weeks later, and people don't like him no more. And he did nothing to not be liked. That's just how wrestling fandom is. Like, I don't know what it is, but one week they like you and then one week they don't. And so that's how it is with wrestling. Like, for instance, Hangman Page. Hangman Page was the most over babyface in the entire company, and then now that he has the title, it's like it's not that people don't care about him, but he just doesn't feel as important anymore. He gets lost in the shuffle sometimes.
Right? And the people
Which is what
and the thing is, I'll say this: like people don't like when people like to chase. They don't like it when they're the actual when they hit the champion. They're like, oh, okay, that was fun. They don't like to see them as champion. When I think of champion, when I think who I want to be my champion, I immediately think of
Roman
Bobby
Reigns.
Lashley.
Roman Reigns or Bobby Lashley? Yeah, Bobby
Yeah.
Lashley's great. Like seeing Bobby Lashley with the WWE Championship, like when he won it from Brock and he came out with that suit. That's why he's my dude, man. Him and the him with it. That's why it broke my heart when I saw MVP turn on him, man. Because I always thought about them days, man. When he remember when he won the title from Lesnar and he had all them hoes come out with him and it was him and MVP and it was like 30 snow bunnies. It was just a good time. He got the shades on. They going to the VIP lounge. He's smiling. He having a good time. He had natural baby face. Like he ain't even really turned face. It's just that people mess with him because he a big badass dude.
And people can relate.
Yeah. Imagine you hype up that match. You kept the title on him, and you have Survivor Series, and you got Roman Reigns ahead of the table versus Bobby Lashley. Man, you got that story right there. You got that story right there in the palm of your hands.
Right.
Right there, man.
But with Adam Page, they
Telling
need
you.
to really, I don't know. But I heard they're turning him
It's
heel.
right there.
Another thing with AEW, man, it's like they have to like put more on a mainstream platform. They need to put people more on commercials and stuff like that. They had a show that had CM Punk on it, and I never knew it. Like they didn't get no tweet, no
Yeah.
promo. They didn't say, "Oh, AEW superstar CM Punk gonna be in this show." It's like a good show. It's called NYRON on FX. It's like one of their top shows on FX.
Nyron or something?
Yeah. Like they always do that. They have commercials, they have endorsement with Bianca Belair, they have commercial with Sheamus, Charlotte Flair, even Kobe Kingston. And like when I think of females when I think of like mainstream people, I think about Becky, I think about Bianca, I think about even a little bit of Charlotte. When I like they really need to like push more mainstream people out there. They can't just have, oh, we're just gonna be wrestling. Yeah, we like wrestling. We like in-ring wrestling. You can't just cater to the indie fans, not the hardcore fans. You gotta also cater to the casual. Like,
Yeah.
we want to know like who these people are, and we want to make them be well known. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say Orange Cassidy is a draw. Every time, I mean, even with the TV thing, I think the last time they hit 1 mil was when he was facing Adam Cole and Bash at the Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And another thing, bro, I'll say this about the mainstream stuff. Like with Cody, bro, man, they're gonna miss Cody. Cause he was the one that able to bring celebrities in like Mike Tyson, Shaq, who else? T-Pain.
Stephen Amell.
That and Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
So with that, I'm just like, bro, y'all need to bring more like celebrities in. I mean, I get it. You brought somebody from Cobra Kai too, so but that ain't enough.
Cody's a perfect example of what we were talking about earlier too. Like when you're there and when you're new and it's fresh, they love you, and then after a little while, they don't care about you no more.
Right.
That's how it was.
They thought he was about to be the new John Cena. I'm like, what the fuck?
And the thing was,
but he was really helping him out.
The thing was, Cody had like this, like, he did what anybody in his position would do, but it's crazy what they do with wrestling. It's like retrospective, they love you, but in the moment they hate you. Triple H, perfect example. Triple H, Cody, John Cena, Roman Reigns. They all had this thing where they were on top and they always were winning and they always were in positions of doing it, but in retrospect, they love you. People love Triple H now. People love John Cena now. People love Roman Reigns now. But because Cody put himself in that weird booking predicament where he refused to win all the titles, when he refused to win the world title, he was only putting down younger talent. Like, he was beating people that he shouldn't have beat, like Sammy Guevara and like Aleister Black and Andrade and people like that, because of the restriction he put on himself with the world title. And so people just slowly start to dissipate on him and turn on him to the point where they don't like him or nothing. But then he comes out at WrestleMania, and you would think he's the most over babyface in the history of professional wrestling from the reaction he got. Right. And this is what I don't get, and this is the thing that really bugs my mind. I was looking on Instagram in the comment section because they were promoting Backlash the other day, and they were like, man, Seth Rollins better not win. I said, wait, hold on a second. Wait, time out. Wait. What? Y'all niggas was just mad because he was winning all the time. What is the issue? And what else did the nigga gotta do? The nigga returned at WrestleMania to a surprise reaction, the most over guy in the company. He cut an amazing promo on Raw. He beat Seth Rollins clean as, bro. This isn't no random dude. This is Seth Rollins. Like one of the biggest stars in the company.
2-time Universal Champion.
Yes, like, this is like Kenny Omega. This is what Kenny Omega is to AEW, but in WWE, this is not just some Randy Dandy. This isn't no Mansoor or Mustafa Ali. This is Seth Rollins, and he came in and beat him with his dad's finishing move and 3 crossroads clean. And now he can't ever lose a match, but y'all got mad at him for always winning in AEW. Man, get the hell out of here. Y'all are wild, bro. Fans are crazy. Fans don't even care about the story. They don't care about nothing about the story. They care about results, and that's what today's generation suffers from. They don't care about the story. Remember when we was growing up, when The Rock and Stone Cold had their story? Man, I can't tell you who won any of those matches. I just know the stories. I remember when I was a little kid watching WrestleMania 17, and they had the build up for The Rock versus Stone Cold, and all you hear is just one more fight, and I'll be history. That amazing video package, that amazing build up, everything. But niggas nowadays be so caught up on the finish, bro. How do you know that Cody losing the match doesn't result in better things coming from that? You don't know because you don't give things a chance. Talk about something he better not lose, but y'all got mad when he beat Sammy Guevara. Man, pick one.
They got mad when he beat Sammy Guevara?
Yeah, they were pissed off because he's like, oh, he's a brand new talent. He just got the title. Oh my gosh.
But then y'all booing him now. Y'all booing Sammy now.
Booing Sammy Guevara because he got a fine girlfriend. What is wrong with y'all?
Hey, And Jungle Boy did the same thing with Anna Jay. Oh my god,
And
bro,
Jungle Boy. So pick one. Pick one. Do y'all just not like Sammy Guevara as a person? And because if y'all don't
they like him as a person, cause he literally went to the UK.
Because if y'all don't, that's what I was saying. Because if y'all don't like him as a person, why are you picking just now to not like him? Because he got a fine girlfriend. Now it makes y'all look insecure.
No,
now
even with Ty Conti, like when he like go to like meet and greets and everything, like people's like, oh my god, Sammy. But when you on TV, it's a whole different vibe.
I'm acting oblivious. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm acting oblivious. The reason why they don't like Sammy Guevara is I don't know if I may have told you about this before, but the reason they don't like him is because
the Pam situation.
Exactly. He proposed to his girlfriend on national TV, and then literally
3 months.
You gotta think, bro. Literally, he proposed to her in October, so about 7-8 months ago.
October, and they have been talking since October.
And they broke up. I think they confirmed their breakup of their engagement in January, and then he posted pictures of Tanera Conti in February. That's a little fishy. But niggas is just like, okay, we understand. You moved up. You got you a finer girl. You did your thing. You moving up, but that's still not cool. What you did to Pam. That's not cool.
And then he's more cuddly. He's more open with her. I'm like, damn, bro, you wasn't like this with Pam.
He kept Pam a whole secret too. I didn't even know they was together. He talking about the past 2 years of my life has been the best days, the best years of my life. I'm like, damn, they was together for 2 years.
I heard they was together for 8 years.
Oh dang, yeah, that was the first time I ever seen her on TV. But then you got Tanera Conti. The moment they start dating, she everywhere. She everywhere. She can't stay off of TV. And the thing was, I'm not a big Tanera Conti fan at all. Like even in WWE, I didn't really mess with her. Like I mean, she's cool, but you know who I really like that they're not pushing right now though?
Who?
I'm a big Chris Statlander fan. I like Chris Statlander.
I like Jamie Hayter for some reason. She give me an MMA background.
I like Jamie Hayter too. Jamie Hayter cool.
So
she ain't gonna never do nothing though because she a henchman, but
Jamie Hayter a henchman? She ain't no group. Oh no, not Jamie Hayter. Fuck. Okay, Jamie Hayter and legit Layla Hirsch, MMA background. That's what I meant to say. But she got injured.
You like Layla Hirsch?
Yeah, I started to grow on her when she turned heel. She beat the fuck out of Chris Statlander. She proved her point. And then Chris was like, she done changed her whole dark shot because of her, so she's more serious. She's not even with the whatchamacallit. He not the alien no more. She's something else. She's not even with the best friends. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that, I'm like,
my favorite women's wrestlers. I love Chris Statlander. I love that Camille girl, the one that's in NWA. That girl, she's great. And then, I mean, it kind of goes without saying. As a community, our TBS champion, Jade Cargill she's I'm gonna say she's special. That's the word I'm gonna use. She's special.
She know how to hold her own. And then she got whatchamacallit? She got Kara Hogan, and she got Red Velvet.
Yeah.
Yep. So because it's perfect for them too.
It's gonna be a matter of time for Jade Cargill to stack them titles, man. It's gonna be a matter of time. She gonna stack them titles. She already beat Thunder Rosa before. It ain't nothing stopping her from just going the Roman Reigns route and just taking everything.
Right.
Be like, man, I'm tired of this competition in the TBS division. We're gonna have to get it cracking with the AEW women's title. We're gonna have to get it cracking. Well, I'm not playing. We got to get it popping over here, and she perfect for it too. So like, you can't do that with the men's title because you got so much talent. The AEW women's division is butt, so she can go ahead and just do that. AEW women's. Becky Lynch said that people was hating on her, but it's the truth. That women's division is absolutely terrible. Only because of the booking. I feel like if they were in compelling stories, it wouldn't be that bad. But you telling me you got the bunny, Anna Jay, and Chris Statlander versus Jade Cargill in a fatal 4-way match. Who's winning and how long is that match going to be? 5 minutes and Jade Cargill's winning. That's just the position they put themselves in with the booking of the women's division. They got like 4 legit women who could be champion, and that's it. And I don't even agree with Thunder Rosa being champion. That's just kind of, I don't know. She could lose it tomorrow to Britt Baker or Jade Cargill, and I'm okay.
Right.
I'm cool with it. Hell, she could lose it to Chris Statlander tomorrow, and I'm like, okay. Cool. Go back to NWA then, I guess.
God damn.
Let's make a trade. Impact for AEW. We'll take Deonna Purrazzo and you get Thunder Rosa. Or we get Mickey James, y'all get Thunder Rosa.
Tony Khan already got. Oh wait, never mind. I about to say he already got her because she can run around her, but nah, never mind. I forgot about.
He don't. He can get her full time. Let's trade Thunder Rosa up right quick. Let's do it.
You're right.
Or we could do a cross-branded trade. We could do it right now. Hey, WWE, that one girl, she ain't been on TV in a while. Bailey hasn't been on TV in a while. How about we get Bailey and y'all get the? Nah, I think I like Bailey.
Bailey's still healing, and
I like Bailey.
And don't forget, they still need that the I Quit match.
What I Quit match?
The I Quit match they were supposed to have. The one you tell you Bianca Belair was gonna whoop her ass, like whoop her ass, literally. You said that with your own 2 words.
Oh, Bailey?
Yeah. But then she got injured.
Yeah, she was finna wear Bailey out. She is finna wear Bailey out. I like Bianca, but Bianca Belair might be my. I don't know. Is she top 5? Is she number 1? She might be number 1 when it comes to my favorite women's wrestlers. I love Bianca Belair. Becky Lynch is great too. I'm trying to think of in the world, like who are my top 5 favorites, like in the world. I know Becky Lynch and Bianca are like somewhere in there. I like Britt Baker's in there too. She's great. Jade Cargill's in there. Dang. Oh my gosh, that one. I can't even say that one girl, cause I'm not a giant fan of her. But that one girl in NXT, I forgot her name, but she be doing them giant drop kicks with the people at the bottom row. What's her name?
You gotta give me a description. Does she wear green?
She an Asian girl.
Asian girl. Fuck. Her name starts with an M. Man,
her drop kicks, bro. Her drop kicks are crazy.
It's like I forgot her name.
She be wrecking people with that thing.
Is she a Japanese girl?
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck. It starts with a Sarree.
Is it
Sarray. She wears red,
it's
right?
Sarray, right?
Yeah.
It's Sarray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one. Io Shirai. Yep, that's one of my favorites right there too. Io Shirai.
Don't forget about Asuka.
Asuka, I like Asuka a lot too.
And don't say Nikita Lord. She's just thick now.
Who?
Nikita.
I don't even like Nikita Lyons. That's just all them thirsty Instagram dudes. Dude was horny as hell, bro. It's wrestling, bro. Just watch the show.
Yeah, you watching the show.
Dudes is horny watching the show. This is ridiculous, bro. Just watch the show. It really pissed me off too, because I was watching the NXT after WrestleMania, and niggas is booing Cameron Grimes, they booing Braun Baker. As soon as she come out, everybody cheering for her. I'm like, man, y'all niggas is horny, bro. Y'all need to chill. Y'all niggas is horny, bro. Cameron Grimes won that amazing ladder match. That man won that amazing ladder match, crying because he won the title for his dead dad, and y'all are booing him, but y'all booing a thick white girl to come out. What is wrong with y'all? And she came out and fought the same girl she been fighting for the past 2 months every week. Lash Legend. She done fought Lash Legend like 8 times. They had the same match every time too, because neither one of them is great wrestlers. They just both look good, so people like the match.
There were type of people that like Mandy too. How you feel about Cora Jade? And what about Roxanne?
She's whatever. She whatever.
Roxanne?
Roxanne and Cora. I mean, Cora Jade is whatever. Roxanne, she cool.
Okay. Yeah, Roxanne, she just came from. She was former Ring of Honor champion, and she won like 21, 20.
You're talking about Roxanne Perez, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she cool. She cool. She got to do a little bit more for me though. She got to do a little bit more. I got to see some more. Even with and that's another thing too. Like WWE's women's division is great, but NXT they lacking. They looking kind of buns over there.
Ew.
Like the fact that Mandy Rose has had that title for as long as she has is kind of crazy. And she's not even like a great wrestler though. That's the crazy part. And they called up all the good women's wrestlers already. There ain't no one else for her to really fight unless they just give Io Shirai an amazing push out of nowhere.
Right.
But she's already won the title though. She's already won the title, and any given moment she can get called up.
What's that other girl name for NXT UK? Well, she came to NXT 2.0. But
you talking about Kaylee Ray?
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Probably right about that.
I think they need to find some way to get that title off for her though. To be honest,
I think they're gonna give it to Roxanne.
Yeah, I like Mandy Rose as a character, but I don't like her as like a wrestler.
Right.
I remember the prime glory days of the NXT's women's division. Though they women's division used to be so dope back in the day. They used to have Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair.
I think it's because they're more they're making NXT more look like the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
We already got like a fake and plus like they got other people's gimmicks too. We got this.
Everybody horny. NXT.
I know. Let me finish. Dang, I'm about to say this one dude is similar to Bray Wyatt.
Joe Gacy's trash, bro. His character is terrible. He don't even have a character. He's a different person every week. He got a different motivation every week. He got a different motivation for what he's doing every single week. And the crazy thing is too, like I like Braun Breaker. Like a lot of people be hating on him. I like him.
I like him too.
I like Braun Breaker.
I look at his Instagram and see everything. I'm like, damn, this nigga really chill. And he from Georgia. I'm like, oh hell yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fucking with you.
You know what's crazy, bro? That Braun Breaker, after he beat Joe Gacy, they're gonna have to find some competitors for that boy.
Yeah, Walter already left.
Yup.
Fuck.
They missing. Oh, you know who it's gonna be? Oh no. You know who it's gonna be.
Who it's gonna be?
Bro, Tony D'Angelo, bro. No, I just thought about that. It's gonna be Tony D'Angelo. He just beat Ciampa too. Clean. Oh no.
Nah, he's feuding with the Mexican dude.
Nah, you didn't watch Spring Break? They shook hands. They good now.
No, did you not see? Did you not see what after happened?
He beat up his freaking sister or whatever.
Yeah, he kidnapped him.
I mean, yeah, no, you're right.
He kidnapped his ass.
But okay, I'm with you. But Makai, listen to this. Do you really think Santos is gonna beat Tony D'Angelo? Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
What about that other guy? He looked very similar to
Santos. I love Santos.
What about that other guy that be doing that rolling shit and he be trying to do a stunner towards it?
Solo Sikoa?
No, not him.
Grayson Waller? Oh my gosh. Not him.
Well, then again, you are right. Not him. Not yet.
It better not be no Grayson Waller, bro.
Who
That
else?
match you had with that one dude though was good though. Spring Break. That match was good.
Who else could you? This is world championship material.
There's nobody else. It's literally Tony D'Angelo and that's it. There's nobody else.
Shit, unless you bring.
You could do I don't know, cause Cameron Grimes just beat Solo Sikoa and what's my boy's name?
Carmelo Hayes. You
He just beat
probably
both of them,
could.
so they can't go up and do it. Carmelo Hayes got to get some more victories before he's a realistic challenger. So you can't do Carmelo Hayes, you can't do Solo Sikoa. Walter's already gone. Ciampa's gone. Gargano's gone.
Kyle's gone.
Yeah.
Adam gone too.
Roderick Strong probably gonna be gone soon.
Fucking
You
that
could do
dude that was like the future, like the Brock Lesnar. Everybody was saying, oh, he Brock Lesnar looking like.
oh my gosh, bro, have you seen him wrestle, bro? He is terrible.
I heard.
He's bad, bro. That nigga is. That's the thing about NXT 2.0. That's why people don't like it, because I think from a character standpoint, the show is fine. I like NXT 2.0. I think it's fine. But the wrestling, oh my gosh, bro. In comparison to the Glory days, bro, I watched Halftime Heat the other day, and I'm like, man, NXT used to be on fire. Them niggas had Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, Adam Cole, Ciampa, Gargano, Aleister Black. Man, them niggas was on fire 3 years ago. Them niggas was on fire. 2018, 2019. And they had the Undisputed Era, too. They had like 10 of the best wrestlers in the world on one show. And I remember they had EC3 for a little bit, too. Killian Dane was over for a little bit. I ain't gonna talk about Lars Sullivan, but he was there. Man. But now you got, but that's the thing that people don't like, is because it's not the same. People don't like change. But I'm trying to give NXT 2.0 a chance. I like it as a show. The show is fine. It's just like the Attitude Era. Everybody's horny. It's just like the Attitude Era. Everybody's horny on the entire show.
Right.
Even the competitors are horny. Like when that one girl walked in and the dude from that tag team was like, "Why are you staring at her like that?" He said, "I'm bricked up." What? There's a TV show. What are you talking about?
You say you bricked up?
So he's bricked up. I said, bro, chill out, bro. You know the dude I'm talking about. He's in that tag team with that other dude, the country, both country dudes.
They both country?
Yeah, they're both big white dudes. They're both like big country looking white dudes. What's that tag team called?
Bro, I'm not sure.
They lost. They were in the tag team turmoil match where Pretty Deadly won the tag titles.
I know he's not Diamond Mine. So.
Nah, it was not Diamond Mine. They like country dudes. They be coming out with like vests, like flannels and stuff on.
Hold on. You said it was the tag team. Man, fuck. Come on, bro. NXT tag team. Bro. How do you spell Calm Boyle? It was the Gatland match, right? Okay, here we go. Gauntlet match. Alright, so it was the Creed brothers, Briggs and Jets.
That's who it is, yeah, them.
Okay.
Briggs and Jensen, them dudes.
Gotcha.
You probably bricked up.
He said, bro, I might go me out to some kid. I'm like, damn. I'm like, bro, chill out.
I mean,
you say you all
bricked
bricked
up.
up. And
I forget them dudes even exist sometimes. I watched them in the tag team turmoil match, and that apparently they've been there since 2.0 first started. I've only seen them wrestle like twice. I saw them in the turmoil match, and then I saw them in the back when homie said he was bricked up. That was it.
Bro, you used to chill out, bro. Go on semen retention. Listen, I know it's hot, but damn.
Yeah.
All right,
but yeah, they need to get their stuff together. NXT 2.0. I mean, don't get me wrong, they got an identity. They're, like I said, I'm not joking, because they're the horniest show on TV. Everybody's got sexual tension. Everybody does.
I mean, damn, if you want to go back and feel the old NXT, just watch NXT UK.
Yep.
That's the solution. Might not be the same, but damn.
They putting on bangers every week. Ilya Dragunov versus Jordan Devlin. Them niggas finna set the house on fire. Them niggas finna set the house on fire. I can't wait too, because after Jordan Devlin loses, hey, After Jordan Devlin loses, they gonna have to come up with some challengers, man. Ilya Dragunov been running through them.
How many people have you run through since he beat Walter?
I don't remember the exact lineup. Hold on. So he beat Jordan Devlin once already. He's low-key had the title for a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's had it for like almost a year.
He had it for a year. He had that last year Stand and Deliver.
Yep. Wait, let me see. He beat Roderick Strong. He beat Rampage.
Oh damn!
He beat Jordan Devlin. He beat Walter again.
Again? For the title?
Yeah.
Oh damn! I didn't see that.
He beat A-Kid.
Bro, we gotta talk.
7.
Gotcha. What about fuck? What's the other? Tyler Bay. Taylor Bay.
He hasn't faced Tyler Bate.
Okay, that's the match right there. All you gotta do is book it. Book it for the main one.
Tyler Bate need to get out that tag team. He need to have Trent Seven as his manager.
Yeah, he needs to go to the fucking main roster. He's been in WWE for a minute.
Nah, let's keep him off the main roster.
Oh, I forgot you don't trust in the change. Listen, I know, but listen, I know Butch. I know Butch isn't the same, but damn, bro.
I like Butch.
I like Butch too.
I like Butch. Yeah, I like Butch as a character. They've been giving me a little bit of hope lately, like with Walter, Ciampa, Butch. Like they've been giving me a little bit of hope. I'm trying to come around to it. But you gotta think the reason why I'm so upset is not even because of these characters. I'm mad at what they did to my NXT Prime, like what they did to all my favorites. Like everybody that tried to go to their main roster and prosper kind of did nothing. Like Aleister Black. When Aleister Black first came to the main roster, like what did he really do? Not a whole lot of anything.
Right.
They barely did doing stuff.
It's for the people who hasn't won much, or it took them super duper long to win some shit. Like Damian Priest, Bianca Belair, Otis.
They've been pushing Damian Priest like
they pushed Damian Priest because he wasn't doing shit in NXT. They pushed Bianca Belair because she wasn't doing shit in NXT. They push Otis because he wasn't.
That's where my frustration comes from. Where my frustration comes from. You got these people in NXT who barely did anything, and they come to the main roster and they're the biggest stars in the world. But then, this is the thing: the people in NXT who are supposed to seamlessly go to the main roster and carry over their momentum never do it. Like Shayna Baszler, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, Shinsuke, his wasn't that bad. He got a title match at Mania. His wasn't that bad. Ricochet. Hell, even Keith Lee for a little bit was fine because he beat Randy Orton clean. He had a couple title matches against Drew. Like they did fine with them. But for the overall like minutia, the worst one by far was Retribution. When I saw that, like they acting like Dominic Dijakovic wasn't just putting on bangers against Keith Lee like 2 months ago, and now he's just in a mask in a group with a bunch of other talented people from NXT.
Right. And then Mace. Mace was a. You think he's terrible?
No, I'm saying like the whole thing.
Yeah, because Mace was he was a commentary at one point. He was that dude with the dreads.
Brock Lesnar F5 though.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Man, I want to wrestle again."
and he went back to wrestling. But NXT they do. I'll give them their praise when they do good. Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins,
Sami Zayn,
Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn. Finally, because for a minute it wasn't looking good for Sami Zayn. When they do their call ups right, they do it right. But when they screw it up, man, they really fumble. That's why I was afraid, because my favorite from 2018 from that whole lineup was the Undisputed Era. I was terrified of them on the main roster. I was afraid because I was one of those wrestling fans. I loved the Undisputed Era so much, it turned me into one of those internet wrestling fans. I'm over here watching the TV. Man, if Adam Cole doesn't come in during the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns match and attack both of them, then I don't want them on the main roster. I turned into that fan.
You know one match I wanted to see, but it never happened?
What?
It was supposed to happen at Survivor Series, but instead they just
You talking about Adam Cole versus Brock Lesnar versus The Fiend?
Yes.
That's what I was. I think we just had that brotherly thing. I was thinking the exact same thing. I wanted that match to happen so bad, and not even just the Adam Cole one. If you would have had Brock Lesnar versus The Fiend, I would have loved to see how that match would have.
I would like to see like, bro, how would happen, who would win, how would it affect both superstar in the future.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, like Adam Cole is great, but you know if he's in there, he's gonna take the pit.
He got to take the pit.
But if you got Brock and The Fiend, you don't know who's gonna win. They both turned up to 1,000. So you don't know. You watching them, and then Brock too. Brock will lose clean to somebody that's like really over, or someone that's legitimate, like
or that he respects.
Yeah, like he'll lose when he needs to lose. So like you'll get a perspective of how he feels, because like Brock ain't finna just come in there and just hit The Fiend with 3 out of 5s and win. Like he's not about to just do that. I think it'd be a situation
unless somebody he don't like Ricochet.
Yeah, or like Braun Strowman. He really don't mess with Braun Strowman.
Oh my god, damn.
He really don't mess. He done punched him in the face, punched him in the gut.
Alright.
He really don't mess with Braun Strowman. I remember they had that whole build up to No Mercy they had. And then Brock Lesnar just went in there and beat Braun Strowman in a few minutes and it was over. I was like, what? Why'd you have that whole build for?
Yeah.
What time is it? 6:30?
It's 9:30.
I think I'm about to cook this food and then hit the gym.
Well, all right.
I gotta do some legs today.
Ooh, legs. Good luck with that. All right, but damn, we went out of topic. We was talking about AEW. I literally have a picture of like CM Punk and like Adam Cole just right here. The people gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why y'all talking about WWE?"
Yeah, we got off topic.
We got off topic. I gotta change the thumbnail too.
Huh.
Oh my god, that's gonna be
My
a
bad.
bitch. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah. Bro.
Yeah, I got the confidence points typed up too, so whoever wins or comes out on top, you could just decide that tomorrow.
I just finished uploading that shit. Yeah, it just got finished uploading. So I gotta upload this while I go to the movies.
You better go to the movies?
Yeah, I'm about to go watch Doctor Strange with my girl. We ain't planning on going to the movies till like 9:50.
There you go. Have fun with that, man.
Right. All right, guys. For the people who watch this, thank you guys so much. Hit that like and subscribe button, and let me guys know what you guys think down in the comment section. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.